All right, so turning back to this deadly winter storm that is hammering the East Coast. More than 45 million Americans are now under winter weather alerts this morning. Parts of the Northeast region have already seen at least 2.5 feet, including more than a foot in just 3 hours. So for more on what we can expect, we want to bring in CBS News meteorologist and climate specialist Jeff Berardelli. Jeff, we spoke to you yesterday. Everything you promised is exactly what occurred. Just how much snow have we seen so far, and where is it the worst? Who got the most?
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. Near Binghamton, New York, Johnson City, the northern tier of Pennsylvania, the southern tier of New York. So pretty far outside of New York City, about a 3-hour drive or so. Incredibly, a band just set up shop right there. Take a look at it. That's the band, and it just sat on top of the same area. In 15 hours, places tallied 40 inches of snow. I mean, some of the heaviest snow I've seen in such a short range of time in my career doing the weather. And it was right around here, so right around the Binghamton area. Now it's up towards the Capital District around Albany. This is where the heaviest snow totals have been. Look at that. Endicott, New York, 40.5 inches of snow. This is a look at the radar right now. So it's still snowing in Boston. It's going to be snowing most of the day, actually, in Boston. So a lot more snow to come. New York, it's beginning to wind down. Just some leftover snow showers at the moment. And again, the heaviest snowfall rates right now up into parts of New England. All right, let's show you how much snow we've seen so far. Johnson City, 38 inches of snow, so that's just west of the Binghamton area. Albany, 16 inches. Again, it'll keep piling up in Albany. They're going to get a little bit more. State College, 15 inches. Hartford will get more snow so far, 10. Newark, New Jersey, about 10 inches of snow. It's about over in Newark, maybe another half an inch. And Philadelphia, around 7 inches of snow. So this is a whopper. I mean, talk about totals near 40 inches in 15 hours. Just incredible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is really incredible. And, you know, storms kind of have different ways of kind of rolling in and going back out. Sometimes they melt and then they freeze. And so can you give us a sense of just like in terms of the combination of the temperature and the precipitation, just how this storm is going to ebb and flow over the next, I don't know, 24 hours or so?
Sure, that's a good question. So the warm air is gone. It's just going to be a cold storm. So any mixing, we had some mixing with sleet in New York City. We also kind of got dry slotted, so we didn't see as much snow here, 8 to 10 inches of snow or so. But notice now it's just a cold storm because the winds are basically out of the north. And so what you see is what you get. It's going to be snow the rest of the day in eastern New England. So here we are. The snow is going to end in the next few hours, anywhere from New York City all the way up to Albany. But notice that in eastern New England, it continues through the afternoon hours, especially Boston, up through New Hampshire, Manchester, and into Portland as well. And then eventually the system is going to exit as we head into the evening hours. So I think we're going to see several more inches of snow in places like Boston. In fact, we will show you that. So wherever the purple is, that's 9, maybe 10 more inches of snow. Manchester, Boston could see another 6 to 9 inches of snow or so. Portland's also going to see significant snow. So we're going to total some pretty amazing totals, especially this early. Remember, it's still December. We're not even into winter. Winter doesn't officially begin for a few days.
Yeah, that's true. So I know this is a tremendous inconvenience for a lot of people, and we have reported that there have been a few deaths. So please be careful out there. That being said, when you look out the window, it sure is pretty. Will it stick around for Christmas?
Well, it just depends on how much you had. In places like New York City, south of Philly, maybe not, because temperatures will be above freezing enough of the time. But for places like Binghamton, Albany, State College, Pennsylvania, Boston, it's likely to stick around, at least some of it, because temperatures are so cold. So here we are tomorrow morning, 19 degrees in New York City. So yeah, it's going to stick around for at least a few days, 7 in Binghamton. Here we are during the afternoon, temperature still in the 20s. So it's going to be cold the next couple of days and a little bit on the breezy side too. Saturday morning is 15 in the city, 7 in Binghamton. Saturday afternoon, we're still below freezing. So yeah, this is strange, right? Because we haven't had a stretch below freezing. It's going to be the coldest stretch we've seen in a long time. And Sunday morning, notice we're starting to get milder. By Sunday afternoon, we're 35 in the city, 36 in Philly. So that's when we start to see some melting there. And as we head through Christmas, we're not going to see any big warm-ups. Generally speaking, it's going to be fairly typical where we see warm surges and cold surges as well. And even though there's no big snowstorms in the offing that we see at the moment, there are rumors of storms, the possibility of storms. So there's still a chance that some of us will actually see a fresh white Christmas, so some snow on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. And we'll get more detailed on that over the next few days and update you.
All right, Jeff Berardelli, thank you so much.